Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your hostess, and I'm known as Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back for this latest free channeled timeless tarot message from the download series. So if you're looking for a free message from Spirit, and you've picked up this message, there's something here for you. Everything happens for a reason. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And thank you all for the growth on the channel. Thank you for all the subscriberships, the thumbs ups on the videos, and definitely thank you for all the views. Okay, so now that I sent all my notifications out by text for those who requested them, we can begin. If you need that, look below the video where you'll find that and all the other answers to all the other questions you could have in the facts in the description box. So with all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Judith and Morema. Hey. We're going to begin by pulling our final message for the session today from the postcard from Spirit, but not before we soplalo. All right, thank you, Lord God, for showing up and showing out today. There's our final message. We'll set that there. All right, we're going to be introducing something new today. I'll tell you about it when we get to it. Let's see, what is a P and Q Oracle message for today, please and thank you. Hey, Jean, I see you, girl. All right, what is the energy of the download? Show me the download. What is the download today in a picture from the P and Q Oracle? There it is. I said, what is this? He said, it's a gingerbread man running as fast as I can run, can't. So Quentin with his newborn spelling and writing, young baby. I love it. So it's the gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Hey, Dana, welcome. All right, so let's see. What is the download message today? So thankful and grateful for all your beautiful presence. Stop for a second and share this video with somebody you know who needs it, or post it on your Facebook timeline. Who you sharing this message with today? Come back and let me know. All right, so from the Akashic Tarot, what is the message that we have today? We have the chess game coming out. Okay, the chess game. So there's something here about strategy. You can only move in certain ways. You got to be making sure you move according to the roles that you play. You got to stay in your role, stay in your character, in the way you move in this. So with the gingerbread man running as fast as he can, there's something about running strategically with this 3 of keys. Somebody here is getting new keys to something today, I hear. And the day that you watch this, you're getting some keys. Somebody's getting some keys. I got the keys. I got the key. Hey, somebody really likes that song. You're bumping that in your ride today. Somebody said the keys of the kingdom, I heard. The keys of the kingdom. Come and playing this chess game correctly. Okay, because life is like a chess game. The way you play does matter, I hear. So let's see what the book has to say about this 3 of keys energy. A game is in play upon this chessboard. Some of the pieces are sidelined while the bronze queen lies on her side on the playing field. The people represented by these chess pieces are not usually those you meet for enjoyable pastimes. This is a card of political and social conflict. You may be in store for difficult interactions in group settings, such as boards of directors, corporate hierarchies, management disruptions, or conflicted family situations. Those sides seem to be clearly divided. Many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Deceit is present, and you may not be at all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. It's time for you to take an emotional or even an actual step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the situation may become. No matter how challenging, try to maintain an inner peace. Don't participate in any battles or allegiances, but let yourself be deceived either. Don't let yourself be deceived either. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally. The people around you are serving their own agendas. Try to detach, be objective, and treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom without being misled. There may come a time for you to leave or distance yourself from this situation, but because of circumstances, it may not be here yet. For now, let yourself be a knowing observer and watch. We're going to read the reversed energy. Hey, Julia. This card shows that the political conflict with coworkers, business management, your family, or a disruptive group has grown untenable. It's unlikely to change, and some people's positions may topple, or may have done so already. It's time to walk away. Even if you can't actually leave immediately, disengage emotionally. Begin to make plans that will help you put the difficulties, worries, and unhappy people behind you. Don't be discouraged by bringing this to an end. You'll create the space to bring more peace and promise to your life. It's time to leave the political game behind you. So create a strategy to move on to new beginnings. Close your eyes and feel yourself upon a chessboard. Really put yourself there and take a look around you. See who the other players are and how you feel about them. What do you want your next move to be? Okay, so that definitely strategy is a core message here. Let's get the dedication for today's download. What is the dedication here? So which side of that energy are you on? Are you in the middle of a battle, or did you just take a step back and you're like, okay, I found a way to do this and it's more peaceful for me, so I'm going to do that. Yeah. Let's see. From the download, we have the song, Can You Feel It? It says, all the children of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yeah, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Tell the news to the marching men who are killing their brothers that death won't do. Yes, we're all the same. Yes, the blood in my veins is inside of you. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? So rather than fighting with somebody, you realize that death ain't the way to go. You're using strategy here. This is kind of like how I brought a solution to the situation with my niece. There was a lot of strategy involved. We removed the political and the authoritative energies from the experience, and we found a way to accomplish our goals was to make sure that baby was safe and do it without getting caught by the quote unquote enemy, who is not really my enemy, but somebody who I love very much, right? So strategy was put in play in order to make sure that baby is put in a safe place. All right. And this message came out last night, I believe, in the download, or in the Tarot in the Shadows. The only real ride or die you'll ever find is you. Everyone else is just a side piece. You never know how long they'll stay. Love yourself consistently. So taking actions, to withdraw yourself from certain energies in order for self-preservation, in order to take care of your own needs in this. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. Tell me I need to set these cards up for the next piece here. Okay. So let's get 3 factors that are at play in regards to your download today from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. What do we have at this time? Okay, 1 card flipped over and stayed in the deck. They said don't take it, but we'll talk about it. There's 2. There's another one staying in the deck. Okay, there's another one staying in the deck. Can we get another one out of the deck? There is a factor at play in today's message. There it is. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. So who's on this chessboard with you? Let's see if we can find these cards that flipped over. One moment. We're going to do this. So, all right, right here we have the hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. And the card that was next to it facing it is the lobster, financial pinch. So somebody might have been lazy about their finances, got themselves in a pinch. Somebody here was on vacation, come back, find circumstances of changes, and there's a pinch. Okay, then we have the egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. And the card that was facing it was vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So you might have known that somebody was against you because they were in a financial pinch or something like that. But success is assured. Okay, those are the cards that flipped out in the deck with the Rat at the bottom of the deck. Does somebody look like that while they talking to you? Is this what somebody looks like while they're talking to you? Do you know somebody whose face looks like this? Okay. They're working against you behind your back and you already had that feeling. Yeah. Can you feel it? You had that feeling. You know the death ain't the way to go. You know it ain't about taking another person out. But at the same time, you got to do the things to persevere and do that self-care and make sure you take steps that are strategic for your own life as well. Okay. For the factors that flew out of the deck, the first one we had is the ladder, climbing towards success. And we already had that message come out. That success is assured. You may not know the path to it because that card wanted to stay in the deck. You may not know exactly how you get to your success, but success is assured. Success is here. You know, you're taking steps. Now, this ladder is also showing me the image that we've talked about the vibrational scale. And this was on my mind. I just took a little walk with my grandsons. And this image was strongly on my mind because apparently I was preparing for today's message while I was taking that walk. But it is a ladder. You have to go through each of the steps, you know. You can't just climb from shame to enlightenment or peace or joy or love. You got to go from shame to guilt to apathy to grief to fear. It's a step-by-step process, just like a ladder. You can't jump up the ladder. If you got a big stride, if you're prone to making big steps, you might be able to skip one rung on that ladder. But there's always a risk in doing that because when you're climbing up a ladder, if you've ever done it, skipping one fucking step on a ladder could mean you fall to your death and you end up way back at the bottom. So there's something here about taking the step-by-step action to get there. Now, in this, we have the peacock energy. It says, beware of great pride. Beware of great pride. Now, why do you need to be aware of great pride? In the Greek mythology, the peacock, the eyes on the peacock's feathers are the eyes of Horus. It's like the all-seeing eye energy is in this, okay? So just because you know a lot, you've seen a lot, you understand a lot, beware of great pride. Pride comes before a fall. If you be trying to do too much and cut out certain steps in this because it's a strategic game, you could lose the whole fucking game. So you want to go step by step by step. Take the appropriate actions for the time. The chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. And the way that this happens is very strategic. Again, strategy. You got to make sure that you leave this experience in a way that you are not found guilty karmically. So you don't want to leave more karmic repercussions, which would then require that you come back into this experience again, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what's the general guidance for you in this experience today. Wow, I love thrive. So everything that's happening in your life right now is because you're setting yourself up to thrive. So thrive is the guidance for you today. And the bottom of the deck is calm. So you finally found a place of calm, even though you know certain ones might be working against you, out to get you some type of way, something like that. But strategy is important. So now I'm going to focus you down on the cards because we're going to do some awesome stuff here today. We're going to do the seashells. We're going to do the runes. And I got a new addition after that. Let's go with our seashells first. What are the seashell messages for us today? All right. So run as fast as you can. This shell is up, face up, belly up, and it's got very pronounced light and dark pieces to it. What it's telling me is, listen, you know what you need to do to create balance in your life, okay? What's good is good, what's right is right, what's bad is bad, and it's become very clear to you, very easily observed. You're very receptive and things are working out for you, but there's somebody here who's very blocked off and they're very much in a shadow energy. And this is somebody in your experience, okay? Just because you've made it so far, don't let your pride cause you to misstep, okay? In other words, somebody else didn't get as far as you got, but they're making whatever steps that they can. Listen, they're saying, pay attention to where it's laying. It says, take my message to your brother, tell him twice. So maybe you told somebody twice and they don't listen. Maybe you gave them an experience twice where you showed them your love and your support, etc., but they didn't get it. Okay. Anywhere where that's coming up, there's definitely something here in this message for you. Now, off to the side here where you can't really see, we have this little shell. I'm going to squeeze it up here just so you can get a glimpse of it. And it's missing a piece. It's missing a piece. It's broken. Okay. So from somewhere over there, this situation, you know that something in this situation here is broken. This cannot be repaired. I'm just going to hold it up. I want you to get a good look at that. Something in this situation can't be repaired. Whatever happened to this little shell, that broken piece, we don't know where it's at. It can't get fixed. Okay. There's something here about it can't get fixed, but it's way off to the corner over there for a reason. Okay. So I feel like you've removed yourself from a situation where you know you can't fix it. But here, what your consciousness is trying to show you is you're touching a thriving energy now. And so it's important for you to be very in tune with your spirit. And it's very wise of you to protect your energy at this time. So let's see what the runes have to add to our message today. Let's ask God what you want to say. All right. So in this chess game, the strategy, somebody here is come to a standstill in your experience. Yeah, somebody here is come to a complete stop. Somebody is not progressing, not moving forward. Somebody is got some challenges and obstacles of their own that they have to face. Also, someone in your experience, what else? Oh, yeah, they're going through a lot of disruptions. We have Hagalas here with Isa. These are both talking about whoever this is on the other side of the table. Is it this one right here that you're taking the message to your brother and tell him twice? Your sibling or your family member or your friend or your lover or whoever's in your experience. They're going through some disruptions in their life. But it's interesting because this is all sitting on the chess game. So it's important that the challenges that somebody is having right now are very strategic. Now, interestingly enough, if you've been watching, you know that my quartz crystal runes is what God is doing, okay? And this is the U tree energy of Awaz. This is magic. So God is putting his hand on this experience in somebody's life, putting them at a standstill, causing disruption, changes, separations of sorts in order to teach them. In other words, don't go rescuing folks from the situation that they landed themselves in, because see, God got a plan. And no matter what difficulties you have in that moment, and some of you are saying, yeah, well, why? What's the plan? Okay, well, keep asking that question, because the more you ask that question, the more you're going to find out. But see, God got a plan. And if you've got disruptions and difficulties in your life at this time, or you're watching it in somebody else's life at this time, don't be tempted to rescue them from their situation, because everything where they're at is a perfect training ground that God knows, and God knows better than we know how to help somebody to see what they need to learn, see what they need to observe and become aware of in their experience through the challenges and obstacles that they're having. Okay. So sit back and let the universe act. Okay, someone is leaving your life. I do get that energy here too, that, you know, this disruption is causing someone to leave your life because you're busy climbing towards success. And the continued presence of someone in your life presents great pride. Great pride. Okay, so you have a lot to be you have a lot to be proud of yourself for, okay? You may have a hard time getting the words out about that when you think about it, to speak positively about yourself and all you've accomplished and where you're coming. But somebody is leaving your life because I hear there's some jealousy about this progress that you're making towards thriving. Somebody needs to leave your life before you can hit that thriving energy. They're showing me that as well. So let's see what else God has put here in your experience. We have Lagus, and this is about spirituality. Okay, water energy, drink more water. If you want to be, when you're doing spiritual things, if you notice during the show, unless I'm doing a tipsy tarot, which is very few and far in between, my glass always has water. There's a reason for this. The more water you drink, the more spirit can flow with you. It's easier for you to pick up on what God is saying when you drink water. Before you get into your meditation, before you pray, it's a good time to have some water. If you have some water nearby now and you haven't drank any, or if you have, keep drinking your water. But if you haven't, you might want to take a sip of water right now, because what it's going to do is activate you, especially from this knowing place, to let your consciousness flow with today's message. Now, I'm going to get something out of my bubbles. What do we have from the bubbles today? The zodiac sign of Capricorn is sitting here. And then this is if I remember correctly, this is a blue tiger's eye, talking about a conversation. Okay, a conversation. Capricorn energy talks about overcoming challenges and obstacles and doing things that others don't even dare to do. Okay. This is the breast cancer ribbon. So for somebody here, the zodiac sign of Cancer could have something to do with it. But also, if you have a loved one in spirit who is leaving because of breast cancer, just know that their energy is protected. I see there's a healing for somebody here. If they've already passed and it was related to any form of cancer, they're definitely sending you a hello from spirit here today. And here's the new addition to our show. I just got this last night. I've been saving these for artwork, and some of y'all might not like it, but this is what I was guided to do. So I follow spirit guidance. And if you don't like it, that's not my problem. It's always my mentality. So let's see. What do we have from the nail art collection? Interesting. All right. So here we have a very long nail tip. I wore this. The bottom of it is covered with jewels. Okay. This was off of my own nails. And it has my parents' picture on it. I wore my parents' picture on my nails for years. So there's that hello from spirit. If you got parents who are in spirit, they're saying, hey, baby, we love you. And they're saying, we're seeing all the beautiful work that you have done with the gems underneath. Okay, so they're looking at you and they're saying there's a lot more prosperity and blessings here for you. Keep going. Okay, now the other thing that came out is these two roses, these 3D nail art roses that I had created. Now, for a while, I was working with magnets to do removable and reattachable nail art. So both of these have magnets underneath them. No mistaking that they would have came out, but there's an attachment here, a magnetism here. So you and somebody here, there's a similarity, both roses, okay, both glittery. But here's something about this one is just a rose by itself. Okay, somebody really likes the color pink. It has its own magnet. It has its own power of attraction. We all do. This one is much larger. Okay, this one doesn't have a magnet on it, but it does have the crystals and the chains hanging from it. Okay, so I see the way this other rose was magnetized to the chain here. And what I see is somebody is attracted to what you have, okay? And with all this bling here, it's like because of your shine. I see that. But this person is still in the phase of trying to get their own bling, trying to get their own shine on. So we're going to see what is the tarot message for us today. They're guiding me to take a photo of these things to post on the channel. So listen to that. All right. So how did you like the addition of the nail art stuff? Like, that was wild. I was like, seriously, lesson. So yesterday I had these out before I did our early session at the studio. And I was like, seriously, you're telling me to use the old nail art for the show? And so I put them up there. And then at the end of the show, I saw the box. I was like, we didn't even use them. They were like, yeah, take them home. Use them during your sessions at home. I'm like, okay, somebody's going to think that's really fucking weird, but okay, whatever you say. Yeah, they're like, the messages you channel, though. I'm like, okay, cool. So I listened. Here we are. I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm just going to pick up these shells, these runes, and all my baubles, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot message for today now that we've looked at all of our oracles and got the overall energy here. So what do we see? Somebody's having challenges in their experience, but whatever challenges they have are the perfect setup for a great come up if they can go through it. You know what I'm saying? The personal will comes into play real strong here. They have to choose to go through their own challenges. And what, if you've been here with me for a while, what do I always say about challenges? They only exist to show you how fucking awesome you are. With no challenges, you wouldn't have no way to know what you could do. You know, challenges are available, and they are a blessing, because when you meet them, when you face them, and you overcome these challenges, you find parts of yourself, you find abilities, power, skills, talents. You find pride in what you've accomplished for yourself. You know that you did it. Can't nobody tell you otherwise when you have the challenges. So let's get into your tarot reading today. For our tarot deck today, I'm still working with the African tarot. If you want to get you a tarot deck, go see those good folks over at DeBry. The link is below the video. Use my discount code. Get yourself a discount and support the channel in that. All right, so we're going to get a full shuffle here, connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. There's somebody with the Chinese zodiac sign Tiger who really likes this deck. Okay. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and the spirit. Okay, one for the body, one for the mind, one for the heart, one for the spirit. Divine truth, let me see you speaking here. All right. For your highest, lightest, and brightest good, for your overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Okay, what I want to say is two people are of a different spirit in this, okay? You and whoever this is that is leaving your life are of different spirit. You have a different energy. The other thing I want to say is that you always put your heart before your mind. You always put that love connection to your heart before your mind. Somebody else here, they always put their mind above their heart. And that's why they're getting themselves caught up. I heard that's why they're getting themselves caught up, because they put their mind before their heart. That's the first time I've ever said my little thing that I do when I'm shuffling, and said the mind before the heart, because it's usually one for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. But today we said one for the body, one for the mind, one for the heart, one for the spirit. And they say, yeah, that's what somebody does. They put their mind before their heart. But you know, like I know, that putting your heart before your mind is the most important thing, because the mind, maybe you don't understand why, but let me tell you why, in case you didn't understand. The mind don't always understand what the heart understands. See, the heart is your direct connection to love source God, the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, whatever title you like to use, whatever vernacular you speak about that. That's why, because the heart is the feeling. It is your feeling point center. And if your emotional GPS is the guidance from that, from God, from your higher self, from your spirit team, whatever you like to call it, then the heart is very important. And the mind, though, the physical mind is a computer. And computers can only spit out the facts that have been input into them. Okay, so your mind will not always understand what the heart has received, okay? But your heart is going to guide you, and it's always guiding you towards love. And for those of you who spend any time in church, what is God? God is love, right? So sometimes it won't make sense to your physical mind why you choose what you do, but your heart knows, okay? And some of you, even though your mind says, this is my family, this is my loved one, this is somebody who I want to go forward with, your heart is telling you, yeah, but I got to let them sit in where they're at. Your heart says, no, Let them learn. They have to learn. Tough love, I heard, the hard way. They have to learn the hard way. Somebody wants to learn the hard way. They didn't want to learn the nice way. And God is teaching them one way or another. They're going to learn. If they don't learn during this life, then they'll enter the next life and the next experience, and they will be figuring it out there. Okay, when they reunite to spirit, they'll get it if they don't get it in between now and then. But this lesson is never going to change for them until they get it. Okay, now let's see what we have at the bottom of our main tarot deck today was the 10 of Wands. I'm telling you, you done distance yourself from some connection here. Yeah, the 10 of Wands is an ending energy. So the end of a situation involving someone else. Okay. You stop carrying somebody else's burden, stop carrying somebody else's weight. You stop taking responsibility. Somebody was coming in with a whole bunch of challenges, obstacles, difficulties, and strategically you were like, I can't get involved in this. You took a step back, or you're doing that right now. When I read the tarot, remind you, I always talk in it's already done, past tenses. But a lot of you, this is coming up, or you're in the middle of this experience at this time. And some of you, you're going to just you're going to see this unfolding. You're at the beginning of it. So you have to pay attention to where you're at in this timeline for these energies as well when I do these messages. So the bottom of our clarifying deck is the Lovers, and there's a decision to separate. It was somebody calls it head over heart decision. A head over heart decision. Okay, so let's see how you're showing up in this situation today. In your energy, you show up as the Page of Wands. You're ready for a new adventure. You're frisky. You're like, I'm about to get some things popping. I'm excited about my new life. I got new opportunities here. I'm going to do some new things. You got this fire. You got this passion. And you're making moves. You're making plans to move. Somebody, I heard you making plans to move. You're making plans to take some action here, to do something. The bottom of the deck, this is real love, blessed by all below and all above. And then I got some writing that's upside down, so let's see what it says. I suppose there may be 100 different ways of being in love, a quote from Jane Austen. So this is real love, blessed by all below and all above. But here's the thing about love. There may be 100 different ways of being in love. And somebody here, you got a different spirit than another person. So just because you love somebody doesn't mean you're good together. Doesn't mean you should stay together. Doesn't mean you actually go together. So here you are in this experience. You figured that out. You made some choices to end some connections, very strategic choices. You made this choice from a calm place because you knew somebody was a rat. You're like, okay, I'm finally free of that rat, that monkey off my back. So with this Page of Wands energy, you're ready for some new. Let's see what we have clarifying the Four of Cups. And there's that where you said, no, thank you to someone. Whatever they were offering, you said, no, thank you. You might have said, I'm busy working on myself. I'm tending to my own garden right now. And I know that certain things I can't take care of because I'm really busy doing this work to take care of my own self at this time. I'm going through a healing. I'm in a learning phase. I'm doing something here now, what I need to do for me. Then we have the Hermit. For someone, there's a Virgo person in your experience that is involved in this. But at the end of the day, the Hermit is here to say, you know that this is your journey. And the way you journey it is important. You can't make your life about everyone else's journey all the time, because if you do that, you'll be living everyone else's experience and never actually find out what was here for you. So for some of you, you just realize like somebody's life has got so much going on that you cannot continue to give it time or focus, because if you do that, now your focus and your time is going to be removed from your own experience, which is of the utmost importance to you. Because you're realizing like, I'm not here to live your life. I'm here to live my life. And so at some point, you blocked out your own life. You blocked out. People love to say, but I was blocking my blessings. Yeah, Actually, people love to say they were blocking my blessings. No, you were blocking your blessings by putting them in place of your blessings, is what I hear. So that's not happening no more. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. You know what you need to do now. You know there's certain things that you need to take care of, and you're getting about your business. And look at this. Why? Because more funk and more junk. The more you kept taking care of other people's business, the more you kept finding more funk and more junk in your experience. And you're like, I don't want more funk and more junk no more. The only funk I want is on the dance floor, some music bumping in my car. The only junk I want is the junk in her trunk. And that's about it. You know what I'm saying? You only like big booty hoes, hop with it. Okay, but you're saying if it's not a big booty, then I'm not interested in no junk in the trunk. All right, let's see what we have coming out. Hey Liza, I see you, Al. All right, I told you dividing and diversify. Look, you're trying to switch it up, so you know you got to separate yourself from certain people, certain experiences, for certain things. You can't keep carrying everybody else's weight if you're going to be about your business. To be about your business, you got to let go of other people's business and mind your fucking own. I say it all the time. If you will be more busy minding your own business, you've had a lot more business to mind. Trust and believe. Bottom of the deck, we have ease. Yeah, whatever decision you made to remove yourself from situations with others right here, it was about creating ease and flow in your life, which is awesome because nobody can do it but you. Let's see what we have from the wisdom of the oracle for you today too. Yeah, I see you've been making changes, removing yourself from situations that brought more funk and junk into your experience, saying no to it, saying this is a solitary journey. I can't take everyone with me, but they'll be better off for having known me. So you left something good here with somebody. You left some positivity. You provided what you was able to provide when you was able to provide it in some sort of way. And they'll be better off for having known you, but you cannot take everyone with you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if it's your mama, your daddy, your parents, your granny, whoever it is, your children, and ain't nobody going to be with you every step of the way but you. And so look at you, cleaning it up. Clean it up. Card number 21. So I get, so when you turn 21, that's a significant milestone in your physical 3D experience. A lot of people, they go get, why you lying, Melinda? A lot of people are already so done getting drunk. By the time they get drunk when they're 21, they know better than to get that drunk because they already done got sick so many times younger. Anyways, you get the point. So 21, independent, now you're fully able to move. There's something here about you leveling up spiritually. In order to do that, this is a spiritual milestone for you, but you know there's certain things that you still need to clean up. So here you are doing the work to clean it up because it's milestone time. And honey, run as fast as I can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. So you on the move, honey. And if they trying to slow you down, trap you up, slip you up, they can't catch you. You finna run as fast as you can. You get into it. You are about your business at this time. The bottom of the deck, loyal heart. And what I heard was, did you figure out that being loyal to somebody that wasn't loyal to you was a disrespect to yourself? Your loyalty to them was a self-betrayal because they were never loyal to you to begin with, because that's been coming through a lot in the messages. That's here again today. You cleaning it up. You found some funk and junk in your life, in your energy, and where you could remove that energy from you, you did that. Where you needed to remove an experience or a person, you've done that, and you're creating distance between you and it. Life is a strategic game, and you're making strategic moves here. Yeah, let's see what we have for our first round of trivia in your energy. We have this politician showing up. It's Mr. Bill Clinton. All right. So, for our first round of trivia, true or false? Clinton left office with the lowest approval rating of any president in 40 years. Is that true or false? False. Clinton's end of presidency approval rating was 65% higher. Of 65% was the highest in 40 years. So what I get is when you left this situation, like you might have thought it was fucked up of you to leave the situation and maybe you should have stayed longer. No, what I'm getting is what you did was very well approved of from spirit. Okay. They said you did 65% more. I heard 65% more in this experience before leaving than anyone else who ever touched it. And I hear can't touch this because there's somebody here who feels like they're untouchable. Their energy is untouchable. They think that, or like they haven't even, in this experience, somebody here hasn't even touched on the truth of their own energy. They haven't seen themselves. Okay. But you were loyal to this. I heard to a fault. You were loyal to this to a fault. And you have to realize, well, where should my loyalties like? Because this person ain't got no loyalty for me. Why am I so loyal to somebody who ain't got no loyalty for me? That was an important question and you started. So here you are, you start letting that go. Okay. Multiple choice question about Mr. Bill Clinton. What is the title of Bill Clinton's 2004 autobiography? Is it Decision Points, My Life, or The Audacity of Hope? The title of Bill Clinton's 2004 autobiography was My Life. At the end of the day, it's your life. You got to live your life. You can't keep holding your life up, blocking your own blessings to take care of trying to live somebody else's life. Okay. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with having hope. There's nothing wrong with making decisions. At the end of the day, it's about you living your life. Okay. Open-ended question. What legal process was Clinton only the second U.S. president in history to experience? Impeachment. The first was Andrew Johnson in 1868. So not only did you do everything to a fault with your loyalty for someone who betrayed you, betrayed yourself to help somebody else here. They didn't, it's like they impeached you. It's like they did everything in their power to reject you. So you finally realize, like, there's nothing I can do here. There's clearly nothing I can do here. You know what? I'm going to go on and live my life. And now here you are. You're ready for a new adventure. What am I going to do now? Since I'm not living their life for them, since I'm not taking care of all their problems, what can I do now with all this extra time and opportunity available to me? So here you are, you're ready for a new adventure. In your experience, what do we have? The Queen of Cups. So there's a situation here about being receptive to love. There's a psychic energy here. This is about love and nurturing, seeing beyond the surface of things. Okay, emotions running high. I hear emotions running high. Somebody very emotional. Because I hear, I get so emotional, baby. So there's something here about a lot of emotions. Somebody here is psychic. I would say that's you. Yeah, they said that's you. And Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is in this. But this is the energy of the situation. So this is an emotional connection to someone who you tried to nurture, tried to love, but your intuition was teaching you a lot. Through this experience and about this individual and about yourself through your experience with this individual. Clarifying that, we have the Seven of Swords. Lie, deceit. But there's a divine plan to you being engaged and interacting with this lie and deceitful energy in this situation. This is according to divine plan. And it's showing that the Isa and the Hagalaz runes in the beginning, where it was sitting next to the yew tree, the Awas, talking about the magic, that God was working magic in somebody's life with the disruptions that they were experiencing. And so there's something here about acknowledging and honoring that. There's also the energy I'm getting here of, God, I'm going to leave them in your hands now, is what I'm hearing. So leaving the situation in God's hands. Just like looking at the picture of the runes and stuff that was sitting there. Yeah. All right. So Seven of Swords showing up in this situation. And there's the Three of Swords, heartbreak, disappointment, the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. So according to God's plans, this situation was set to open your eyes to the truth about a situation that you did not want to see because it was painful. You know, it was painful when I realized that it didn't matter how much I love my sister. I had to just let her go, and I really can't do too much for her because I love her. I got one sister. I have two, but I have one sister from the same mom and dad, only one, that I was raised with, who I really do love. But the truth is she can't see my love, and I had to learn to let her go. So is there a connection here for you like that? Where no matter what you did, it didn't work out. And at the end of the day, the divine plan in this was carried out. You gave love, you gave nurturing to a situation, and it just returned with heartbreak every time. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Chiron, the wounded healer. Yeah, it left you hurt. You had a lot of pain. Somebody could have even been physically abusive with you in this. And hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. Hurt people hurt people. So in this experience, we have two people who share a hurt. So is there a trauma bond here? Do you have a trauma bond with somebody and you finally are breaking free from that? Yep. What else? We have the Devil. This is a Capricorn energy. And we did have Capricorn energy come out in our initial throw of runes, shells, and baubles and stuff. That Capricorn energy landed right there on the loving each other wholeheartedly is what I see. What's the word there? Loving each other wholeheartedly is where the Capricorn symbol had landed when we threw everything. So we talked about overcoming big challenges and obstacles. This situation was triggering as heck because it triggered all your wounds, all your childhood wounding, all your early life wounding. But what it did was it forced you to face the truth. It was according to divine plan, so you could free yourself from that situation. Here we go. And for some of you, this is still unfolding. Remember that, okay? Incoming. Brace yourself for impact. Something or someone tries to work against you. Forewarned is forearmed, and success is foretold. We said already you were climbing to a success. The incoming. What's incoming? This rat. Somebody that's working against you behind your back, trying to get into your energy, trying to mess with you in some type of way. But look, forewarned is forearmed. Success is foretold. So anywhere where you remove yourself from a situation with somebody, be careful if they try to come back. You know that they're going to just try to get in the way and block your blessings. And the only one that could truly block your blessings is you if you accept this shit back in. So what else? Sex. Somebody could be coming in for sex. Somebody could coming in for money. Sex and money, they go together. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll all goes together. Somebody could be coming in for a good time. Sex, this could be about somebody trying to get self-gratification in this, okay? I heard sex change. So for somebody, there's a sex change here. And look at this, round and round, card number 25. So you're going to keep hitting the same space, but the point is to hit it from a different head space. The 2 is the high priestess. The 5 is the Hierophant. It's about learning to listen to your intuition and apply the life lessons you learn. That's how you get off of this wheel. For somebody, there's somebody come back into your life that you've already known they're going to come back. They're going to want to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to get in your energy in some type of way. Yeah, and with the Devil card and sex coming out here, this is definitely about somebody who, they're so sad because they can't have sex with you because maybe they lied to you in the past. Yeah, somebody lied to you in the past. They can't have sex with you. Now you got them blocked. They're going to try to come back. I heard, can I get a taste? They got a taste. Maybe they got a little taste of you before and they want another taste because, honey, you taste delicious. Okay, what else? For our second round of trivia, we have this actress showing up. Her name is Kate Mara. So let's find out. True or false? Kate Mara starred in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. False. That film starred her sister Rooney. Multiple choice question. Which of these is not true about Mara's role in the House of Cards? Her character died from being pushed off a subway platform. Her character was named Zoe Barnes. Her husband, Jamie Bell, also appeared in the show. Her husband, Jamie Bell, also appeared on the show, is not true about Mara's role in the House of Cards. Open-ended question. Mara's grandfather co-owned what NFL team from 1959 to 2005? The New York Giants. So, first off, for someone, this is a connection with your sister. And somebody here, the dragon tattoo. Somebody here has a false awakening going on. See, somebody didn't become the dragon. They went and got a tattoo of the dragon. You need to become the dragon. What does that mean, Melinda? Well, when you become the dragon, you reconnect to God in such a profound way. Such a profound way. See, because draconians were what dragons used to be. Draconians have no attachment to the light source energy of God of their own. So they're very vampiric in nature. They take and they take and they take and they take for fulfillment, and they just take and take and take. But once a draconian goes through an awakening and they become a dragon, which means now that light source connection is turned on. So somebody has a fake connection to God. In other words, this is a type of person. This is a type of person who uses God when they see fit, but when God calls on them to do the right thing, to follow the rules of their role in this chess game called life, they don't show up. Draconians are very treacherous, but dragons are very protective, fierce, and loyal, honey. Yes, very protective, fierce, and loyal. And they know how to speak out the words that'll burn your ass up, okay? Yeah, dragons fire breathe, and they can fucking fly. Dragons can fly, yes. So you're showing up as a dragon energy. Somebody on the other side of this, they got a dragon tattoo. They thought it would be cool. But they don't do what you do. You live this energy. This is not fucking fake. Somebody's running around wearing crystals, calling themselves spiritual, but they don't really live this life. We're about that life, honey. I am the fucking crystal. So whether I got my crystals around my neck or on my hands or on my wrist or not, don't fucking matter, because I am the crystal. You know that about you. Okay. Other thing. Her husband did not appear on the show. So for somebody here, no to the ex. This is not your husband. This is not your mate. Your mate is not part of this show. There's something here about your husband wasn't here for this show. Your husband ain't here for this. He's not part of this in some type of way. Okay. Grandfather owned the New York Giants from 1959 to 2005. For somebody, those years come into play. New York Giants. I heard New York Giants. New York Giants, New York. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. So there's something here about you doing things that others can't necessarily do. Like I said, somebody jealous of your ass because you got it going on. You done did things. Okay. The other thing about New York, that was the port where all of the early influx of, I want to call them settlers, okay, of settlers, but it's not, there's a word that's not coming to my mind. Migrants. When the United States was being settled and populated from other countries, as though it didn't already have people living here, we're just going to gloss over that fact like the rest of society has, or at least for today's reading. At least we acknowledge them. People already lived here. But they came in through New York. Okay. So somebody here might, are you living in New York while this is going on? Is somebody come into your life from New York? Okay. There's something here about you bringing people into the new world. I heard New World Order. No, here we're talking about the age of Aquarius, okay? Because you're a fucking giant in this new age of Aquarius energy. So in this situation, you're helping through realizing the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free in somebody in your experience to see the cycle so they can come into this age of Aquarius already. Energies. Let's look at the other side of the table, y'all. The Seven of Spears. There's the lie. There's the deceit. For somebody, it's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy there. But there's somebody over there who's lying. They're deceptive. They ain't telling everything. They ain't open. They ain't got no problem with telling you half-truths. We're glossing over some facts. They ain't got no problem with keeping their secrets. They sneaky, trying to get away with something. Somebody is sneaky, trying to get away with something. But hold on. They're making an illegal move in this chess game called life. There are moves that you can make, and there are moves that you cannot make. And don't think that God's eyes can't see everything, because God can see everything. The all-seeing eyes are present, honey. So for you, beware of having great pride just because you could see that somebody is doing some stupid shit and they're going to get themselves caught up in some karmic repercussions for doing it. Be careful of being too prideful with your awareness and your knowledge and your communications about it. I heard, but call a duck and call a goose a goose. Somebody here is a lazy goose. You might be calling them out on their shit. They think they could get away with something. But God says, be at ease. You've been at ease. Continue at ease. Ain't nobody getting away from shit. I see everything God said. Okay. Strategy. Somebody here is applying a strategy as well. In a higher vibration, the Seven of Spears is the divine plan. In work, in somebody's life. That's the higher vibration of the Seven of Spears. We already talked about the lower vibration. In the higher vibration, there's a plan at work. God is working in somebody's life to help them to learn to live in this age of Aquarius energy. For this is where their fulfillment truly resides, I heard. The Ace of Cups is the first clarifier. Self-love. There's a need for self-love. Somebody is finding some self-love thanks to the divine plan working in their life. The Two of Wands, a decision, separation. So what I'm getting with this is, listen, it's only as this person is in their own energy that they will tap into and find that self-love. Okay. The Five of Swords, arguing, battling, self-sabotage. Somebody has been self-sabotaging their self because they haven't been applying itself. For somebody, the self-love has been taken to the negative extreme. In this case, okay, thank you. That's why they think they're getting away with shit. Thank you. You just made that so clear. I need to get some more water. Hold on. So somebody here think they're getting away with shit. Oh yeah, they got self-love, all right, but it's to the adverse effect to where they do shit so much out of greed, out of selfishness, in a way to where they don't give a fuck who they hurt. They don't give a damn what they are doing. And they don't give a damn about making illegal moves. And there's a problem. Because on this channel, we give you all the time the guidance. Say, hey, it's about you. You can't be worried about how they think about what you feel or what they feel about what you're doing. You ain't responsible for their feelings. But see, the difference between us telling you that and what this person is doing is you're doing it with the foundation of love and peace and happiness for us all involved in this situation. You're not acting out of spiritual law. That's the rub. That's the difference. Somebody here, they ain't got no problem doing shit, and that's why it's self-sabotaging, because they're not grounded in those foundations. I tell you all the time, Do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you remember to stay grounded in that love and peace and happiness. If you do that, that's your protection. You will always go right. Somebody ain't got that. They forgot to apply the divine law. So they're sabotaging themselves. So yeah, somebody here, they don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. They do what the fuck they want to do. They gonna take care of themselves no matter what. Okay, cool. But when you out here doing dirt in these streets and fucking with people and lying and manipulating and stealing and cheating and doing all this bullshit out here, spiritually holding yourself out to the devil, God sees that shit. The Eight of Cups. They're sabotaging themselves because they're neglecting something. This is coming through in a very low vibrational energy. In the Eight of Cups, there's neglect. So I see somebody here working against the spiritual laws and they're sabotaging their life because they are neglecting something that they are duty bound to. Duty bound to what? Everybody on earth is duty bound to God, whether they fucking like it or not. That's what the hell it is. The minute you were born into a physical body and you left being from what God is, you were duty bound to God. First off. So when shit ain't going right in somebody's life, they need to stop and see, well, what would God say? Everybody's so good, keen. Or you can use the one that everybody's so keen to use. What would Jesus say? And it's so funny because some of you even told me, what will Melinda do? What will Melinda say? And I think that's so, what a fucking honor. How cute is that? Anyways, the point is, somebody here, they're neglecting a situation that they shouldn't be neglecting because they're acting in a low vibrational way for their own gains. This person is very self-serving. They'll do anything they need to do, say anything they need to say to get what the fuck they want in the situation. And they really don't give a fuck about what God says, what the laws are, what is their responsibilities and duties here. We have Pisces energies coming up. So for someone, there is definitely a Pisces in this whenever we get the Pisces energy. So I feel like for some of you, you feel a strong connection to this. This could be somebody you were married to or have a strong spiritual bond with. Okay, no more chances. Look at that. Whoa. When we have a zodiac sign from the Handmade Oracle decks, I always pull the next card off the top. So for those of you who are kind of new or ain't here that much, that's what just happened. No more chances. God said, no more chances. I have seen every fucking thing that is here. This is their last hope. They have to go through a situation and they have to go through it in the right energy. They have to go through it to get to it. They don't get no more chances. Somebody's on their last chance. They've been neglecting something that they're duty bound to, and it's sabotaging their life. They've been making choices to separate themselves from what they should be doing by choosing to do things in an underhanded way with no concern or neglect for whether it's man's law or God's law, but for the law. Card number 34 on that side of the table, somebody here, a leg up. They get their last chance, a leg up. Oh, God, I heard you. I heard you loud and clear. They said, don't interfere or help anymore in any type of way. The only reason they got a leg up in this situation was because it was about the baby. In my personal case, and maybe in yours too. All right. So something here about the baby. Somebody here uses... Sorry, I had to stop myself from talking because I was about to go the fuck off. Hold on. I just had to ground myself right quick because I was about to go the fuck off. Somebody here has been using their child for the last 3 to 4 years as a leg up in life. They've been using their beautiful little baby saying, oh, look, help me. Because, see, I have this baby here. What am I going to do? They've been playing on people's emotions, manipulating people because they have that baby. So God is getting ready to change that situation. Oh my God. Wow. You know, I really don't like it, but I told God, are you ready for everywhere you go, everybody you see to go know your name, know all about your life? Okay, fine. If that's what you want, that's fine. I ain't got nothing to hide. So here we go. When I gave my sister a leg up and she came here with my nephew, pregnant with my niece, she was homeless. I took them from being homeless. And I paid her, it was damn near $3,000 in probation fees so that my niece would not be born in jail, so that she could leave the state of Colorado and I could move her here and help raise and make sure this niece was born free. That's why I used to call her my baby mama. Now Hope comes out. Hey, Hope, I love you, girl. My friend Hope, she's in spirit now. And she was always so encouraging. She would talk and give me beautiful words when she was here about how I took care of my sister's kids. But while my sister was with me, because she was homeless, I said, well, what dreams do you have? I really tried to encourage her dreams. So what I did was we created this small movement that lasted momentarily called Myung's Hope. It was Myung's Hope. My sister's name is Myung. Putting all my business out there. She'll probably never watch this reading anyway, so I don't give a damn. It is what it is. God says speak, I'm going to speak. I don't give a fuck what she said. And this is about the greater good anyways, right? Okay. So those are the checkpoints that somebody needs to do this in the other side of the table before they do what the fuck they're going to do. Myung's Hope. Help other people eat. Help other people eat. That's how we came up with Myung's Hope. Hope stood for help other people eat. So what we did this for 3 months. We provided food. We made food bags, water, stuff like that. I even had my clients involved in it. And it only lasted for 3 months because at 3 months, I stopped doing it for myself. I was already taking care of the whole fucking family. I had 5 people under my belt. No, 5 people. Yeah, well, technically 6 because she was pregnant with Mickey, but literally 5 because it was my daughter, my 2 grandsons, my nephew, and my sister. Myung's Hope. We fed the homeless for 3 months. And I made sure that I chose dates that were not dates where everybody else will be feeding the homeless. If it was Thanksgiving, I'm not fucking feeding the homeless. Everybody want to fucking feed the homeless on Thanksgiving. If I would try to go out there and feed them on Thanksgiving, I've actually had this happen where they're like, no, I'm not hungry today. Okay, cool. So I learned a long time ago not to try to feed the homeless on Thanksgiving. So here's the point. You literally did every fucking thing you could to help other people eat in this, to help them understand. No more fucking chances. Because you know what I told my sister? If this is going to continue, I have to focus on doing my clients so that I can pay for the food that we're donating to the homeless. And what I'm going to need you to do is organize it. You got to reach out, promote it, use your social networking, get people to show up and all that. She never said another date. It never fucking happened again as soon as it was put in her hands. But this was something that was her dream. So I was trying to help her build her dreams. She didn't ever step up to the plate. The whole fucking thing went belly up once it was in her hands. And you, likewise, cannot build another person's fucking dreams for them. They have to build their own dreams. They have to step out of their comfort zone and make some shit happen for their self. The only one whose dreams you can build are your own, and you can instill some in your children. You can help them find theirs. It's not even about instilling dreams in your children. It's about help them find stability and knowing that their dreams are attainable for them too. Why? Mommy did it. You could do it too. All right. Didn't I say a lazy goose? Didn't I say a lazy goose earlier? Silly goose, tricks are for kids. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Somebody here is overly obsessed with sexual matters. Silly rabbit, they are sexual. Somebody is a fucking nympho or a freak. They too worried about their boyfriend, girlfriend. They too worried about who they fucking instead of being worried about their obligations. Okay, the Canada goose shows up on the other side of the table. Somebody here is a lazy goose. I heard a silly goose. All right. Somebody like to drink gray goose. Okay. Canada geese mostly eat fish. True or false? False. They mostly eat aquatic plants, although they will eat fish if they can catch them. Oh boy. Multiple choice question. What color are Canada geese when born? I didn't give you the possibilities. The possibilities are Canada geese are either born black, white, or yellow, which is true. Yellow. They're born yellow. Okay. Ooh, okay. Open-ended question. What is a flock of geese called when it's not flying? A gaggle. Whoa. All right. So, first off, if this person could gag your mouth, they would love to fucking gag you. They can't stand the words out of your mouth because you like a dragon spitting fire, baby. When you talk, woo, if my sister knew what I would talk about on this show today, I bet she would love to jump through this screen and put a gag on my mouth. I already heard her when I paid for counseling. She said, I would love nothing more every time I see my sister than to wrap my hands around her throat until her body stops living. I was like, damn, bitch, you want to kill me? The social worker, the counselor was like, why? What does this go back to? When does this date back to? And she was like, well, about 1990. I said, bitch, 1990, hold on a second. I'm doing the math in my head. I said, in 1990, I was 12 years old. What the fuck could I have did at 12 years old that you still mad at me now? I was probably like 39 at the time. So they would love to gag your ass. Don't tell nobody the truth about me. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't tell me about myself. I don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear it. What color are Canada geese when they're born? They're yellow. And all I got was, is it Marty McFly? What's the matter? Are you yellow? You a chicken? So somebody here, it's like, they try to show up with all this courage and like they're so bold and all that. But at the end of the day, they a spiritual baby, honey. Like I said, they like to run around with all these crystals and they got all this faith on them. But they don't fucking live. They ain't about that life. They don't live that way. They don't take action. Yellow relates to the color of the solar plexus chakra, honey. This person need to get in their power, in authentic power. Not this fake ass bullshit that they putting on with this fancy mouth, with their threatening ways and their violent ways and all this bullshit that they talking. No. God sees, and God says no more chances. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, this person was overly obsessed with the sexual matters. Yeah, they will eat fish if they can catch him. If this person could get a man, they probably on plenty of fish, trying to look for somebody to come in and love them. If they could get a man, honey, they will get a man to take care of them, or a woman, or however the fuck it works out. Most of y'all watching the show are women. So in most cases, what I'm talking about here is a man who will do whatever and say whatever the fuck. Men, don't get offended if you're a man. I already told about from your perspective, but for you ladies, it's a fucking lame game motherfucker who try to play like he big shit. He whoop-de-whoop. He a big man. He tough. He did. He that. He did. He gangster. Fuck you, gangster. You full of shit. All you doing is trying to live off of the back of some fucking woman. No more chances. Cut that motherfucker out. What you need to know. 6 of Wands. Because you realize it was more funk and more junk, you remove yourself from this situation. You have put yourself in victory mode. Yeah, you a winner, baby. Page of Cups. What you need to know. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I wanna zigga, 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 zigga. I don't know what the fuck. With the zigga, 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 zigga. You want this shit to go. You want this shit to be over. That's what the fuck you want. The Sun. Pure positive energy. You still got hope that this person will figure it out before they die. Yeah, I still do. And you do too. Page of Cups. What do you want? You want somebody to learn, honey. You want them to fucking learn. Why the Spice Girls? Because you fucking spicy. This shit makes you hot when you think too hard about it. The Knight of Cups coming up. God said, the Knight of Cups is what God said. What you need to know is Ace of Pentacles. Mind your own fucking business. Be about your business. Mind your own business because you're going to have more business to mind. You get new resources here coming in for you because you remove yourself from this bullshit energy who would lie and deceive and use you. And this is how you did it. The check line. Is this mine? No. Well, let it go. If yes, what can I do to transmute this? Your inner guidance system came into play. You checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. Because I come real stealth and I'm bad for your health. This motherfucker comes real stealth. They be sneaky than a motherfucker. Sneaky than a bitch. They think they can get away with everything. Mm-hmm. So you checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. You need to know this. So you let it go and you let it flow. Praise. You're in the flow right now. You're not about to block that shit up. What you need to know. Co-create. Your actions and your wisdom. This cheetah is giving me a very fiery action energy, and that owl sitting on the wire there is giving me the wisdom of spirit. You're using the wisdom of spirit and your actions to co-create a beautiful life for yourself. You working with God. God is showing you what to hold on to, what the fuck to let go of, what to praise. Praise the fact that it left your life. The world landmark here we have is Chichen Itza. So true or false? The city of Chichen Itza features a platform decorated with carvings of human skulls. True, it was used to display the heads of sacrificial victims. Multiple choice. Which is true about the city of Chichen Itza? It has the largest ball court in ancient Mesoamerica. It was ancient Mesoamerica's largest city, or it's home to the largest pyramid in the world. It has the largest ball court of ancient Mesoamerica. Okay. Open-ended question. What Mesoamerican culture founded the city of Chichen Itza? The Mayans. Okay. The truth is, a lot of people, a lot of situations and circumstances are going to have to be sacrificed in order to ground this age of Aquarius is coming through this energy. This game, this strategic chess game that we're playing here is a battle to the death. I don't know what those movies are, but there was 2 movies that came out. One is a cartoon, one was an adult movie. Both of them was showing how it was like battle to the death with the way the Mayans played basketball. Okay, so what you need to know in this ball game, honey, somebody gonna die. Not literally physically. Well, maybe for some literally physically. No, actually for all of you literally physically. Literally physically. At some point you're all gonna die. But in this situation, there's a spiritual death that has to happen here. You could both choose it, but at least one will. And what I see, what you need to know is there are a lot of heads of sacrificial victims up on your platform. On your platform of this pyramid of your Chichen Itza, of your spirituality. What that's saying is you have had to remove yourself from a lot of people. You done had to cut a lot of bitches off. Well, here's another one. That's what we have. Let's get into the guidance for you. The 9 of Wands. Block that bitch. Block that bitch is the guidance. You done been through enough. Chiron, the wounded healer. You done been through enough shit. Block that bitch. Do not let it in. Do not open the door. Do not answer the phone. Do not reply to the text, the email, the whatever the fuck it is. Do not. Don't approve that friend request. What the fuck was you thinking? The Strength card. You are in your power. Stay there. Don't be tempted to go back into that devil energy. See, we did have the devil show up in this experience, but with the Strength card here, you overcome it. Yeah. You keep moving in that direction. The Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. This is you stepping up to your destiny. Doing the thing that takes your courage and your power and your strength and faith to do it. You have to leave somebody in God's hands and know that at the end of the day, God got it. God, as above, so below. We got power, angel number 88 up there, as above, so below. Whether you embracing a partnership or letting one go, and I'm hearing and letting this go. The 2 of Pentacles. From a distance. Yeah. Y'all are living from 2 different spirit and 2 different energies. You need 2 different places to live, 2 different cities, maybe 2 different places. You have irreconcilable differences here. Your energies are way different. The 9 of Pentacles. Helicopter. Honey, you about to be about that jet life. You about to have a private copter, something like that. Somebody gonna have their own chopper. This motherfucker gonna just be jealous. That's why the fuck they can't be there, because they didn't do what they needed to do to live this life here. See, you about your business. You are minding your business. That's why you got more business in mind. You about your business the whole time. This is independence, okay? Financial gains and independence. This is your spiritual practice affecting your physical life. And the alignment between the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles energy here in your guidance says, listen, now that you've come to the end of the road, they just can't let you go. It's a natural. You don't need this shit. Let them go and flow the fuck out of your life, okay? Yeah, see, good guidance. No, don't do it. Way back when I was shuffling these cards, when I first split the deck to shuffle them, this card came through. If I had said it then, I won't be surprised if that card shows up later in the reading. Then right now, I would be like, oh, fuck. I'm still on some level like, oh, fuck. But I didn't say it out loud, so I missed an opportunity there. So what I'm hearing is if you do this, you'll be like so pissed off because you missed an opportunity. Whoo! They're saying, can't you remember way back when you had another opportunity, but you'll let your family get in the way of that because you were distracted by what was going on with your family? You have an opportunity unfolding that you've been co-creating with spirit. Don't let this motherfucker get in your way, because you will have blocked your blessings. You're going to be pissed the fuck off if you find out later what you missed, when you realize later. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Yeah, you better run when the motherfucker, you see that motherfucker coming, run in the other direction, honey. Regeneration. Yeah, you about to get a regeneration. You about to come back to life on this. You get a second chance. You're stronger than before. Again, this is you stepping up into your destiny is the guidance here. You don't need to put up with hurtful energies. It's a recovery here for you. You need to expand your energy of rebuilding yourself, of new growth in your life. And you have learned a lot of knowledge from the difficulties of the past. So apply. And this U.S. landmark comes out. It's the Empire State Building in New York. Coming through again, Alicia. I love her. So, true or false? King Kong, the giant ape, climbs the Empire State Building, both in the original 1933 film and the Peter Jackson's 2005 remake. True. How tall is the Empire State Building? Is it 68 stories, 102 stories, or 209 stories tall? It's 102 stories. And what type of catastrophe caused the loss of 14 lives and extensive damage to the Empire State Building in 1945? A plane crash. A B-25 bomber hit the building. Okay, I just got so much shit. So, first off, you done overcome this challenge before. Now motherfucker won't come back like you ain't done that already. You already know how to do that. See, when they made the film originally and they had to make King Kong, the giant ape, they came up with the idea. They came up with how to do it, etc. And then the new one, they had an idea of what to work from. So it was better. It came out better. You're going to do this better the second time. I heard you have 102 stories about why you have no business putting up with anything with this person. About how you don't need to put up with the pain that they bring to your life. It's not necessary for you to endure hurt. You have 102 stories about how you were betraying yourself by letting this motherfucker block your blessings. Also, I heard, you self-sabotage like a motherfucker. See, that bomber that hit the Empire State Building, we learned last time this card came out, was sent by the United States government. Okay? So, in our own country, hello, it was self-sabotage like a motherfucker. So, you already self-sabotaged some shit for yourself. and brought something that was very important to you, you've been working on for a long time, down. You brought it down. You had to start all over fucking again. You had to build this motherfucker all over again. So now when these motherfuckers come around, remember, because you realize, and what I'm seeing is an experience that I had that could have changed my whole financial outlook. I mean, every show we've ever done could have been from some beautiful remote location on some spiritual place. And that's still possible for me. And I do believe that one day that's what you will see when you go on live on the show with me. But I sabotaged it. I let family shit get in my head. And it was as simple as saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. But I was on that path. I had finally stepped my foot on that path to complete financial freedom and independence. And I let family issues, I self-sabotaged it. And by the time I realized it was years later. And then I started having this whole cycle of crazy, chaotic experiences that taught me about how I self-sabotage myself. At the end of the day, from this side of the experience, I could see that. You also have that in some sort of way. Don't fuck this up, because you can. It doesn't mean that it's good or bad, but there is a preferred experience that you've been running to your whole life. Yes, you really love these people, but at the end of the day, if they a fucking rat, they're going to be a fucking rat. You've been climbing this ladder of success, baby. Now is the time for you to stay on track with that. So when this past try to come back up, now dismiss that shit. If you knew it would cost you your dreams come true, would you accept it anyway? If you sent me $10 US or more because you want a personal question answered, put in the comments where you sent it immediately so I could go confirm it. And then hurry up and come back and put your question in. If you didn't, that's fine, because we have now reached the end of our show. We're going to read that final message that we pulled first. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more. To every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks, or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment, too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. So, this is what you've been doing. Keep doing that. But understand that some people might refuse to remain open to another person's point of view. And honey, if it ain't for you, it ain't fucking for you. Okay? You are attracting the right thing at this time. And that's what we have for you at this time. Stay on your path. You know what it is. You've got the skills, talents, and abilities. Apply, apply, apply. Apply, apply, apply. Now is the time to let everything that you've been through be your perfect guidance. All right? So that's all, folks. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. If you made it to this point, put hashtag I'm a finisher in there. Let me know that you watched the whole show. All right.